Hello, I'm Claudia Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the daily read for all signs for Wednesday, the 8th of July, 2020. If you would like a private reading with me, I've got a new introductory reading available. That's just a one-page reading. So usually my readings are 3 pages. I get them out within 24 hours. You're very welcome to book in for one of those as well. That's my guidance reading. But if you would like to dip your toe in, if you'd like to just try me out, I've made these new introductory readings available, which are just 1 page, and of course cheaper in price too. And you can also add an energy healing onto that as well, an introductory energy healing onto it too. So I'll pop a link for that up there and in the description box below. And you can also find that on my website, behealing.com, as well, there on the homepage. It's that picture that says Get Started Here. Click on that and you'll find the intro reading there. So let's have a look. What have we got going on today? Let's have a look. All of the energies today. Have we got a good day today? Let's hope so. Same as the other day. We've got relax and blame. This is letting go of that victimhood mode. This is, we've got a very empowering week this week, right? And we've got to get out of this victimhood mode. We've got to relax the blame thing. So let go of that blame thing, that victimhood thing. It keeps us locked in what we don't want when we're in victim mode, instead of striding out and creating that life that we really want and doing what we really want and moving forward and empowering ourselves. We're just looking at the past going, oh, this happened to me, never owning how we created that, never taking our power in that situation. It's a really sorry state of affairs to be in, and we can relax that. You can, if you've been in that mode, if you've been in that victim mode, and we see it all over the place, right? People getting triggered, people being really sensitive, this whole political correct thing, it's not very empowered. I mean, you don't find um, entrepreneurs doing that kind of thing. It's not very empowered. It's like a competition. It seems to be a competition in the world at the moment of who's the biggest victim, you know? Let's remember me, I matter, that kind of thing. It's like, just get on with your life instead. You don't need to prove. What does that prove? Who's the biggest victim? Who's the biggest victim in the world? Do you really want that? You want that medal? Do you want that certificate? Is that something worth fighting for? Is that something worth going after? Or do you want to be a winner? Do you want to create the life that you really want? So stand in your power. That's the energies of today, is stand in your power. So you can be forgiven if you've fallen into that who's the biggest victim competition, because a lot of the world is doing that right now, especially. But it's just completely squandering your time, your life, your energy, your force. You're a creator spirit and you're here to create that life that you want. And so let go of that victimhood mode if you find that you've been sucked into that crap, and forgive yourself for it as well if you have. Now, what are the lessons and challenges today? Oh, yeah, very like wake up kind of energies today. I've got feel it and mirror reflection. So these people are doing the same thing around you as you're doing to yourself. It could be like oh my God, what am I doing? One of those days. Have you ever had that moment where you're like, where you just suddenly wake up and you realize that you're doing the same as everyone around you, and you've seen it really clearly? Maybe you've seen it really clearly in them, and you realize that you're doing exactly the same thing, and it's like, oh, okay. I had one of those wake up moments recently, because I was really shocked at one of my friends taking hard drugs. I had no idea. I was really shocked at it, and I was like, and then I reacted to that, and inside of my head, I was telling myself the story, like, oh, this isn't me, this isn't me. And that's exactly what I said. This isn't me. Like this just isn't me. And then it was like the next day, or maybe a couple of days later, when I thought about it a bit more, I'm like, it's no different. It's just a different choice of substance, you know. If I'm stressed out, if I want to wind down, then I'll drink some alcohol. And at that time, this was a few weeks ago, I was drinking a little bit before I had my teeth problem. I was, yeah, drinking a little bit more than I usually do. And I was doing exactly the same thing. It was a wake-up call, you know? It's that kind of energies that we've got today, is that a wake-up call. Somebody is doing the same thing as you, and you have this realization, and then you feel it. You're like, oh, I've been doing the same thing. It's pretty shocking when you get those wake-up calls. But it's good, very empowering. I mean, these lessons and challenges, they're always to empower us, they're always to teach us, right? And so feel it when you see it, and then decide to change it. That's what it's for. That's what it's coming up for. That's what any negative emotion comes up for. It's to ask us, do we want to fight this, or do we want to fly from it? Do you want to change something? That's what a negative emotion asks us. Do you want to change something? Yes, we do. We want to change something. If we're getting a negative emotion, we want to do something differently. Remember, not stay in victimhood mode. We don't want to hold on to that negative emotion and feel justified in it. That's our ego that wants to do that. Don't stay in that. What should our focus be on then for our highest good? I hear you ask. We've got grace and mystery. Awesome. So this mystery path that our higher self is leading us on, as I said, the lessons and challenges along this path are for our good. It is to teach us more about ourselves. It is for us to let these things go because we've got better things ahead. And this grace card, it's the magic, it's the miracles, it's the serendipity, the synchronicities, it's the signs, it's our higher self just leading us forward on our mystery path to all of the things that we want, to the greatest love in our lives, to doing what we're here to do, that work that's going to fulfill us, that's going to really light us up, that big thing that we're here to do in the world. If we're here to do a big world, not everybody is. If we're here to do a big world, if we're here to do a big thing in the world, not everybody is, and that's okay too. We've all got our unique paths, and that's why it's a mystery path for each of us. And so, yeah, that's what our focus should be on today, is just warming to that and knowing that our challenges are some of the biggest steps along that path. Our challenges are. So definitely get out of that victimhood stance today, because that's not serving you at all. Get stepping forward on that mystery path to what it is that you really want, because it's loaded with grace, which is pretty much the same as abundance. I'm realizing now, grace and abundance, it's the same thing. It's when things just show up. We feel like the luckiest person on the earth, and you think of something and then you turn the corner and there it is. Or you say, oh, I could really use I don't know, like a screwdriver to fix this thing of mine, and then you move rooms and there's a screwdriver there in the cupboard. It's things like that. Once I needed something. I needed a pair of pliers, that was it, because I'd got a nose stud and it needed bending. It was straight and the metal was too hard to do it with my fingers. I needed a pair of pliers to hold it so I could bend it. And then I bought myself a car, and in the glove compartment of the car, in the cupboard of that car, there was a set of pliers in there. And it's like when things like that happen, that is grace, that's abundance, that's the things that we need showing up for us. And that's when you know you're on this mystery path. And so we've got really good energies today. I really like it. So have yourself focused on that, out of the victimhood mode into that grace and that mystery path, because that's what the challenges are for. They're not for you to feel victimized or feel bad about it. It's for you to make new decisions and move forward. Any more guidance for today? Include guidance, of course. That's how you move forward on your path, is you include your guidance. Now, what is your guidance? Your guidance is how you're feeling, first of all. If you're feeling good, carry on in that direction. If you're feeling bad, make a new decision. It's as simple as that. That's your guidance. Bad feelings aren't for wallowing in, they're for making a new decision. And so your feelings are your guidance. Also, meditation too. You can meditate, or just when you wake up with an idea, the way that you get intuitive. How do you get intuitive? A lot of people do it through meditation, or through dreams, or they wake up with an idea. All of that stuff. If you're not in ego, if you're not in fear, if you're not worried or fearful, then you can trust your ideas that come through. If you're in ego, if you're in fear or worry or anything like that, you're trying to figure it out yourself. You're coming up with those ideas. They're coming from your mind. They're not coming from your higher self. And so try and include your guidance, because that's how you get onto this mystery path to grace. Include your guidance. And another great way is by getting a reading as well, because that can confirm what your intuition is telling you. So if you're unsure of whether an idea is coming from your ego, or whether it's coming from your higher self, because you're in and out of worry, you haven't found a way to lift your vibration up and be consistent in that. Readings can be really good for that, because it can give you that confirmation of which of those ideas, which direction, what intuition that you've had is actually true, because it will come up in your reading. It always does. Always does. So make sure you include guidance today to keep moving forward on that mystery path, because you've got really good things to come. Don't stay in victimhood mode, remember. There you go. If you like this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Share it if you really, really like it. Share it with your friends as well. I'd be very grateful if you could do that for me. I want to grow my channel. And leave a comment as well. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you? I love hearing from you. And join me. I do Psychic Cafe pretty much every day. It's a live show here on YouTube. If you click on the notification bell after you've clicked subscribe, you should get a notification from YouTube when I go live. And yeah, I go deeper into the daily read, and I give little free mini readings as well. And we hang out, and it's really fun. So I come along live sometime. That's 8 a.m. Bangkok time, pretty much every day. I'd love to see you there. Have an awesome day, and I will see you next time or in Psychic Cafe. Bye.